It's day 2 of week 5 of the Back to Fitness programme. As you would expect, our walk jog sessions in week 5 extend you just a little bit more than we have in previous weeks. But before we get into that, how did you get on yesterday with your strength and flexibility? I hope you did really well. We did 2 sessions of squats and one that we called the bridge, where you lay on your back and you used your glutes and your core muscles to lift your body up off the ground. A bit like levitation in some ways, although your feet and shoulders were still firmly fixed to your exercise mat. So today we go out for our 30-minute walk jog session, and we start to extend a little bit further again. Each week we go a little bit further, run and walk for a little bit longer. And the idea is that by putting your body under a little bit of stress, it will adapt. Each week your body gets stronger, and what was a little bit uncomfortable last week would become entirely comfortable this week. So we add extra work in so that each week is just a little bit uncomfortable and your body reacts to that. So we start off the session with the normal 5-minute brisk walk. You know what a brisk walk is by now, I'm sure. It's a level of effort where your heart rate just starts to go up a little bit and your breathing becomes a little bit deeper. But you should still be able to carry on an ordinary conversation. At the end of that, we're going to do 1.5 minutes of jogging. Now that's not that much more than last week. Last week we did 1-minute jogs, so this is entirely achievable. After that, you do 1.5 minutes of the brisk walk. Now things start getting a bit more difficult. We're going to do 3 minutes non-stop jogging. Now that might have made you swallow hard and think, no, can't do that, that's too much. But believe me, it is possible. You are ready for this. The thing is that from this point on, the increases that we make become more of a mental challenge than a physical one. Your body is adapting really quickly, especially in the early weeks, and what you did last week is easily achievable this week. So even doubling things up to 3 minutes, and you physically are ready to do it. The question is whether mentally you're ready to do it. You see, we have this little chimp in our shoulder, don't we? You've bound to have come across the chimp at some point in your life. It's the little one that sits on your shoulder and whispers in your ear and says, "Who are you trying to kid? You're no good. You'll never be able to do this. You've never done anything that was worthwhile. You're a failure." All these kind of things. It's the chimp on your shoulder. So what we have to do is to take that chimp and put him back in his cage and slam the door shut and turn the lock so he can't get back out. So let's go for this 3 minutes. You can do it. The question is, are you prepared to do it? Are you prepared to get to a point where you want to stop and walk, but you keep going? Now physically, nothing to stop you keep on going. And if you get to that point and you do keep going, you will feel so good about that. It really is a tremendous experience. The first time that you do it, I wanted to stop so badly, but I kept going because I knew it was just in my head, and I managed to do it. It really is a fantastic feeling. Now, if you really genuinely physically cannot continue for full 3 minutes, then don't worry about it. Remember, we're doing this workout 3 times this week, so even if you only manage 2 minutes today, 2 minutes is much better than the 1 minute that you did last week. You've already made an improvement. You've already proved that you're better this week than you were last week. You can leave the 3-minute one until the second workout of the week. But please give it a go. Don't just take that as a license to stop. please try it. Try it when you get to the point where you think, no, I have to stop. Just keep going. You know, I've been running now for many years, and I still get the feeling from time to time that I want to stop and walk, and sometimes I do. Sometimes you get days where you just want to stop and have a walk. But the curious thing is, if somebody was to come round the corner and see me walking, I feel bad and I immediately start running again. So even though I may only have taken 2 paces when I saw somebody coming towards me, I'll start going again. And it proves that physically I didn't need to stop. I could have kept going. It really is a mental thing. Okay, so let's be positive. You're going to manage that 3 minutes. And let's say I'd never known anybody to come along to a group session that didn't manage to do the 3-minute session. Good, so let's take it as read. You've done the 3 minutes. You've overcome the challenges. You've got to the end of it. Now you get 3 minutes of walking. But keep it up as a brisk walk. That really is an important thing. Okay, at the end of the 3 minutes, now we go back to 1.5. So 1.5 minutes after you've done 3, that's no bother at all. That seems so easy. Off you go, 1.5 minutes. At the end of it, you do another 1.5 minute walk. Now you've got a second 3 minutes. The peculiar thing now is that you would expect that having done most of the workout, this second 3 minutes would be much harder than the first one, because it's logical, isn't it? You're going to be more tired. But that's not the way it works, because remember what I keep saying about this, it's more of a mental problem than a physical one. And I promise you, the second 3 minutes will be much easier than the first one. And that's because the first 3 minutes, as we've already said over and over again, the first 3 minutes your brain is trying to tell you that you can't do it. Once you've proven to your brain that you can do it, your brain says, oh, right, fine. So when you come to do the second one, it says, yeah, fine, we've already done that. That wasn't too much bother. And the second one really is going to be easier. Again though, even if you manage the first one and the second one physically, you feel that you can't continue, you've tried to get through the little mental barrier, but you just can't do it. That's going to happen sometimes. There's another 2 attempts later on in the week. You don't have to do it today. Just try. That's all I ask. Good, so that's your workout over. Oh no, it's not, because we've got 5-minute cool down walk, haven't we? Just to let your breathing get back to normal and your heart rate come back to its normal as well. So I'm sure that you can do this. As I say, the group sessions that we have, I've never known anybody, I don't think, that didn't manage to do this one. A lot of people didn't think they could do it, but everybody, and we've had hundreds of people literally doing the programme, and every one of them has managed to do it. So there should be no real reason why you can't either. But listen to your body. You're an individual. You have to do what your individual body tells you. Not your brain, your body. Okay, so have fun with that one. I'm sure you will survive, and after you've done, you'll feel so good about yourself. And you will have really earned today's cup of tea or coffee or adult beverage of choice. Okay, tomorrow we're back inside on the steps in a controlled environment and having not quite a relaxation, but it'll certainly be more familiar than today's one. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow. See you then.